Hello students, welcome back to the channel Biotech Ankita. Today we are diving into one of the most exciting and life-saving areas of modern biotechnology. Before we start, here a quick overview. We are going to explore application of biotechnology, especially in four major fields. First one is medicines and healthcare, second crop production and agriculture, third food processing, fourth environmental protection. But in this video we will focus mainly on medicine and healthcare, how biotechnology is transforming diagnosis, treatment and even cures. So stay tuned till the end, it's going to be a super useful. Let's begin with diagnosis and healthcare applications. So modern biotechnology help in development of diagnostic kits like COVID testing kit, pregnancy test kit and ELISA kits and many others. One major technique used is recombinant DNA technology or rDNA. This is when scientists take a specific gene from one organism and insert it into another like bacterium, yeast or even a plant to produce useful proteins on large scale. We also use bioinformatics tools to analyze genes and proteins and design a synthetic drug analogs for more effective treatment. Vaccines like Covaxin were developed rapidly using a modern biotech. With the bioprocessing technology, we now produce the therapeutic molecules on a large scale using a fermentation tanks and genetically modified microorganism. And yes, gene therapy is another game changer and we will get to that soon. Now let's talk about how biotech help us produce life-saving drugs. Using recombinant DNA technology, scientists isolate useful protein coding genes like those for insulin or growth hormone and insert them into host organism. These organisms like E. coli, yeast, plant or even animals then act like a mini factories and produce the required protein. This is called a heterologous expression system because the gene is being expressed in an organism that normally does not have it. Examples are human insulin made using E. coli and yeast used to treat diabetes. Human growth hormone also produced in a bacteria, antibiotics and vaccines made this way and already saving life. So the FDA, USA Food and Drug Administration has approved blood anticoagulant proteins present in a milk and produced from a genetically or transgenic goat for human use. Other host systems include yeast, cow, goat, and even a plant. Scientists are also working on using these methods to develop drugs from a major disease like hepatitis, cancer, and cardiac disorder. Now, let's look at the gene therapy. Sometimes disease happen because of defective gene like in cystic fibrosis, thalassemia, or Parkinsonian disease. Gene therapy is when we replace that faulty gene with a healthy one in form of drug so the body can start functioning normally again. So this concept of gene therapy first came in 1972. Then the first unsuccessful attempt for gene therapy was done in 1980 by Martin Klein for beta thalassemia treatment. Then in 1990 first successful attempt is done for treating the patient named Asthanthi de Saliva who have a disease for ADA SCID, a rare immune disease caused by an enzyme deficiency. Then in Russia, Nevociclizine, first gene therapy drug, was approved in 2011 for artery disease. So, Zendicine is the first large scale product, first gene therapy product was approved in China in 2003 for cancer treatment. Then another application of biotech in healthcare is genetic testing. These tests identify defect in gene, chromosome or protein. They help in diagnosing disorders, understanding disease risk or predicting inherited condition. Example include phenylketonuria जिसको हम which we called it PKU, where the body cannot process phenylalanine. Congenital hyperthyroidism or thyroid disorder detected at birth. Hundreds of such tests are already being used in the medical labs. Now, it's time for a real world success stories from biotechnology. So first is Dolly the sheep, first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell by nuclear diffusion. Born on 5 July 1996 and died in 2003 due to lung disease, a breakthrough in the cloning and cell reprogramming. Then Bt cotton, a genetically modified crop with a gene from a Bacillus thuringiensis, produces a protein toxic to bollworm, a major pest, increase crop yield and reduce pesticide use. Then human growth hormone, gene isolated from pituitary gland and inserted into E. coli, and its mass production in the fermenters for medical use. Then Humulin, a kind of human insulin, first genetically engineered drug. Human insulin gene inserted into a bacteria, produced in a large scale fermenters and used to treat diabetes. Then Bt Brinjal, another genetically engineered crop plant, another genetically engineered plant to resist leptotrapine pest like fruit borers, reduce chemical pesticide use. So that wrap up today's video on the application of biotechnology in healthcare and some fascinating biotech success stories. In the next part, we will dive into biotech in agriculture, so don't miss that. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and drop a comment if you want part 2 or if you want to correct me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.